So a friend of mine wanted me to watch this video because he knows that I am a Wing Chun practitioner and he wanted to hear my thoughts on it. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Looks like they're patting down the MMA guy. His name is Xu Xiaodong. He's from China. He's wearing the gloves, making sure he doesn't have any guns or knives or any weapons. The Wing Chun guy is the guy in the long sleeve shirt. Not a good idea. Never want to wear long sleeves into a fight. It's just going to be used against you. That's what happens. Okay, Wing Chun guy's just standing there. A little cocky, waving him in a little bit. But he's standing there like a statue. Look at his footwork. It's flat-footed. Look at that. It's flat-footed. I don't think this fight's going to last very long. It's not good. Just standing there. Stiff as a board. Here we go. Zeus circling him. Wing Chun guy's got center lines, punching. It's not landing. There, he gets thrown like a rag doll. That's what happens when you don't train with clinches or inside fighting, you know, clinch work. Here he goes. See what he has this time. Just throwing. Not landing anything though. Dirty boxing. Boom. Throw him against the ropes. This is not looking good for the Wing Chun guy. That smirk off of his, the smirk's gone from his face though. Still flat-footed. Pow! Right there. Lands a straight right. That's how you defend a straight low kick like that. Right kick. Just straight right hand to the face. To the jaw better. Well, at least he's coming back for more. He's just getting mauled at this point. Street fight. Yeah. He's like, it's another day in the park. Hope he got paid a lot of money because this guy apparently has been talking a lot of trash up until this fight on him. And that's what happens when you talk a lot of trash and you can't back it up. I mean, as a Wing Chun guy, you know, I would like to see him land at least a few punches or win the fight, but it's kind of embarrassing. This guy's hands up now, though. Look at him. This guy's hands up more, but he's still flat-footed. It's dirty boxing. He's just grabbing his shirt now. Look at him. Knee to the head. He's grabbing his shirt. That's why you don't wear a shirt, long sleeve shirt like that. Head to the pillar. He's coming back for more, though. You gotta give him credit. Here we go. It's not how you want to fight, putting your head down like that. Boom, 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 uppercut. Yeah, dirty boxing, grabbing his shirt against him, punching him, giving him uppercuts, probably broke his nose. Fight's over. The reality is, if this was a street fight or an MMA fight, it probably wouldn't have lasted 15 seconds. There's some replays. He's throwing those punches, but he ain't landing anything. He can't. Yeah, he gets thrown like a rag doll. Just no sense of grappling, you know. Throws a low kick, bam! Straight right to the face. If that right hand was a little bit lower in his jaw, he wouldn't went to sleep. Here he is getting thrown into the pillar. Some dirty boxing uppercuts. Grabbing his shirt, boom, uppercut right there. That's gonna do it. And that's the night. Thanks for the fight. So what are my thoughts? I hate to say this, but I'm not the least bit surprised. When Bruce Lee said that classical Chinese martial arts was a classical mess, what he really was trying to say was that the methodology, the way traditional martial arts, Chinese martial arts practitioners trained, and the way they thought was a classical mess, because based upon my experience, for instance, with Wing Chun, they focus so much on just the exercises, like the Qi Sao, the sticky hands, and the wooden dummy and whatnot. And it was really rare that we actually did a lot of sparring. And when I say sparring, I'm talking about, allowing the guy to punch you in the face, allow the guy to shoot in and grapple, take you down, allow submissions. It was more about exercises, and they had this illusion, this crazy illusion that if you were good with, sticky hands, you're a badass fighter. Well, that is a huge illusion, as this MMA fighter just showed, because I guarantee you, he did 0 sticky hand Qi Sao exercises. He's not a Wing Chun guy, but he just cleaned the floor with this Wing Chun guy. So what does that tell you? It's not the system per se, but it's more about the methodology of training. I think that every martial arts system had its strengths and it has its weaknesses. But it's important to recognize what your weakness is and to seek other systems to fill that gap. And also, what I think is really important is to guide your comfort zone. Cross-train with various people and various systems, because only then you would know where you stand as far as a fighter. Don't get me wrong, I found a lot of really good instructors in my life, and I was fortunate enough to train with some really good ones that didn't feel threatened whenever I told them that I was gonna drive across town to train with the MMA fighters, or train the jiu-jitsu guys, or train with the wrestlers, or train with the Thai boxers. They didn't feel threatened. They're like, great, get out there, train, show us what you learn when you come back. But there's other masters out there that would, it's like smoky mirrors, they're charlatans is what they are. And, they'll tell you all these BS stories, how, they could, punch somebody with one finger and knock them down, and kill them if they wanted to, or, a fight shouldn't last more than 30 seconds. Well, that's probably true, but if you're out of shape, and if you don't have any experience like this guy showed, this Wing Chun master showed in this video, you're going to get it handed to you. And that's the illusion that I see with a lot of traditional martial artists, is that they live in this self-contained world where they only surround themselves with either their students, who are always going to boost their egos, or with other people that are really challenging their ideals or their methodologies. So I think when you do something like that, you're creating this illusion, you're living in a bubble. And until you meet somebody that's not from that bubble, you'll get a reality check really quick. Another toxic thing that I saw a lot when I was training in the traditional martial arts, let's talk about Wing Chun, was that Wing Chun practitioners, for some reason, like to go after other Wing Chun practitioners. I never understood why. Whenever we would have these friendly exchanges, where different schools and different lineages would get together, it was always about proving which school or which lineage was better. It was just a clash of egos was basically what it was about, versus just a group of people, martial artists, getting together and learning from each other. And it always annoyed me, because these guys, I call them keyboard warriors, they would get online and talk all this smack. And, the day of the friendly exchange, nobody showed up. Basically, it's Bruce Lee's concept, right? It's like, what's useful, use it. What's not, throw it out. And that's kind of the MMA philosophy. And that's what I really enjoyed when I trained with a lot of MMA guys, as well as a lot of, I have to say a lot of the Thai boxers kind of feel the same way too. Their stand-up's phenomenal. So in closing, what I really have to say is that it boils down to the instructor. You can have a really bad mixed martial arts teacher and not learn anything, just like you can have a really bad Wing Chun instructor and not learn anything. So be sure that you seek somebody that's humble, that's willing to guide you in a productive way with your martial arts journey, and somebody that you could trust, and somebody that trusts you. Anyway, feel free to comment below and subscribe if you haven't.